Okay, today we are going to talk about full-time job and business. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I did so that I could combine working full-time and at the same time working on my own business. Okay, because if you are watching this video, you are just like me. You are working 9 to 5 job because you have to pay the bills, but at the same time you want to focus on your own business. You are done with this fucking job that doesn't make you rich. You are tired of the fact that you are working in your best time ever. You are a young man full of testosterone, full of energy, and you have to spend those days locked in a prison, literally, that we call job. Okay, you are tired that you are always putting your energy into something that makes other people rich. Okay, you are tired that your fat boss is getting richer while your finances don't improve at all. Okay, so it's completely understandable that you don't want to live the life that those rats here are living, because you want something more out of your life. You want the freedom, and the freedom you will also get. Okay, so before we start, bro, who I am: as you know, my name is Yasha and I teach young men about finances and money. Basically, I accumulated in the last 2.5 years enough money to quit my work and then focus on my own business and basically pursue my dreams. Okay, I want to teach you the very same thing. So what should you do? Okay, you are working a 9 to 5 job that you absolutely hate, so you want to focus on your own business as well, but you are thinking job takes a lot of time, so what can I do up until that point when I get enough money to be able to afford quitting job? Okay, yeah, before you reach that point, bro, you should do the following 5 steps that I did, and they actually, surprisingly, in my opinion, quite accelerated my own business. Okay, so basically what I recommend you to do is you wake up early and then you start to work on your own business before you start working for your own job. Okay, and then when you go to job, you work bare minimum there, because if you work a lot, if you bust your ass for that fucking employer, then you will come home tired and you will not be able to work on your own business because you are going to rest. Okay, and then when you arrive home after your minimum working, you keep working on your own business. Okay, forget about the job, forget about those fucking people, focus on your own business, keep working, and you should be fine. Okay, and then obviously there are days that you have to work in the office. Okay, hopefully not every single day, but on those days that you are working in your office, when you commute back and forth, okay, when you commute, you should listen to educational content that is connected to your own business. Okay, if your business are investments, then you should watch me, because I'm gonna teach you how to make money and quit work. Okay, if your business is, let's say entrepreneurship, okay, if you are angel investor, then you should watch educational content about entrepreneurship, about angel investments. If you are, let's say, digital marketing, if you do digital marketing, then you are watching content about digital marketing. It's that simple. Okay, watch educational content, watch me. But in my opinion, you should also watch, let's say, if you like self-improvement like I do, then watch Hamza, watch Andrew Tate. And then if you like business, also watch Iman Gadji. Okay, and then when you are working from home, you are pretending that you are working. Okay, so you have two laptops. You have your normal laptop, which you're using for your own business, and then you have company laptop. Okay, keep the company laptop turned on at the same time as you are working on your own business, and then you are probably having Teams on your company work laptop. So you are just going to like flick the mouse a little bit. You are going to do some DJing, and yeah, you are going to keep yourself green in the Teams, okay, while you are working on your own business. So that's basically it, bro. That's it. Wake up early, do bare minimum at work. When you arrive home, you continue working on your own business. When you are commuting to work, watch educational content. And then when you are working from home, you pretend that you are working. That's it. It's that simple. Okay, if you want to have an example what I did, is I woke up at 5 o'clock, so I woke up earlier, and then I was working until I started with my own job at 9 o'clock. Okay, if you don't believe me, go watch some stock analysis videos and you will see that I was recording those videos at 6 o'clock because I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I was preparing the data, and at 6 I was recording. If you don't believe me, I was even recording in my own kitchen because I didn't want to wake people in my flat up, okay? So then I was working until I started the job. When I was at job, I did bare minimum because I didn't want to get tired. Then when I arrived home, I was keeping working on, I kept working on my own business. I was preparing the data for the next stock analysis. I was reading something about investments. I was reading, let's say, something about business. I was doing something, you know, either preparing the data for new video, making, I don't know, fucking video scripts or whatever it is, you know, like I kept working, I kept doing something that would benefit my business and ultimately benefit me and my finances as well, okay? And then when I was driving with the bus 1 hour in each direction, I was watching educational content. On the way to work, I didn't watch anything. I was sleeping because I was sleep deprived because I woke up at 5 so that I could work on my own business before starting this shitty job, okay? But on the way back, I was watching educational content. I was watching, as I said, things that interested me the most. For example, finances, self-improvement, a little bit of sport, entrepreneurship, basically things that interested me the most and things that still interest me the most, okay? Okay, I was watching educational content, and when I was working from home, I was pretending that I was working because, yeah, that's just how it is, you know? Like, I didn't care about the job. I didn't care if I got fired or if I would be fired. I didn't care what they would do with me. I was only caring about my own business. So I was pretending that I was working. Obviously, that doesn't mean that when you are at home, you know, and you are working home office, that doesn't mean that you should ignore your job completely, okay? You still have to do the bare minimum so that they will notice that you are doing something, okay? Because if I wouldn't do anything whatsoever, they would notice that something is not right, you know, that the shit is not done, and then they would have a conversation with me. But that way, when I was ensuring that the bare minimum was done, nobody told me anything. You know, okay, there were a couple of times when people told me that I should do a little bit more, and I did it just a little bit more, and then nobody commented nothing whatsoever. So we don't care, you know, we don't care about those fucking employers. Like, who cares about them, you know? Now, if you live the lifestyle that I showed you right now, basically waking up early, working on your own business, going to work, do bare minimum, come home, working, and at the same time educating yourself, and at the same time working bare minimum during home office as well, you will see that there are quite a couple of benefits, okay? You are going to put yourself and your business first, okay? Now, why is that important? Is because nobody is going to make you rich except you and yourself. You know, your employer with miserable 1,600 euro salary per month will not make you rich. But your work, your hard work, your dedication, your pushing forward, your not giving up is going to make you rich. You know, I made enough money to quit work. Why? Because I was always putting myself first, okay? When I got the salary, I immediately invested 30% of my salary into stocks so that I knew that the stocks would accumulate, they would start paying me dividends, I would cash flow, and then eventually quit my work. I paid my stocks first, I paid myself first, and then I paid the rent, and then I bought the food, and whatever was left I spent on stupid shitty things, okay? But I paid myself first. I made enough money. And the same is with you and this concept that I'm trying to teach you right now, okay? By working early before job, by giving all in into your own job before going to normal job, And by doing bare minimum at your normal job, you are ensuring that you are paying yourself first. You are ensuring that you are accelerating your business. You are ensuring that you are basically going to be rich, okay? And then even though if, let's say, you are working on your own business before in the morning, okay, and then you go to work and you are busting your ass off at work because you have to, when you come home, you are not going to feel that bad because the work that you were supposed to do was already done in the morning before going to shitty 9 to 5 job. You understand me? So no matter what you do, you are paying yourself first regardless. Even though if you come home tired, work is already done. You know what I'm saying? So you feel calmer, you feel better, you know? And most people, unfortunately, will have a lot of excuses why they cannot do the work. You know, yeah, I'm tired, I don't understand this, the job takes way too much time, but they do not want to switch the schedule a little bit. You know, they don't want to do the changes in their timetable so that they would work before the job and then after the job as well. You know, so by doing those two things, working before the job and basically working the bare minimum, you are going to absolutely slingshot yourself ahead of most of the people, because most of the people have excuses why they cannot work. So that's another benefit. Now, obviously, you have some doubts, okay? The doubts that you might have are the following. If I don't work hard, they will fire me. So what? Let them fire you, man. There are so many fucking jobs. If you got this job that you are working right now, then I'm sure you are going to find another job as well. You know, like if you already did something, that means it's doable for you, okay? That means that you can repeat the same process. So if someone fires me, you are especially us, bro. We don't have to worry about being fired because we are young men who want to get rich. Don't want to work fucking job 40 years and then retire and then enjoy life when our backs are going to hurt, when we are going to have fucking hernia or whatever. That's not enjoyment, bro. Being enslaved 40 years is not enjoying life, okay? So you are young man, you are watching this video, okay, and you are worrying that they will fire me. So what if they fire you, bro? You can just move back to your parents. Look, I quit job and I'm right now in my own room at my parents' house. And so what? They are supporting me, you know? They are supporting me because they understand how much that means to me. And the same is with your parents. If you have parents who genuinely see that you want to achieve something in your own life, they will support you no matter what, because ultimately parents want you to be happy, okay? And if you are happy with your own business, then they are going to support you on that as well, okay? So don't give a shit if you get fired. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all, bro. In worst case scenario, you can get job at fucking McDonald's, you know? Then another doubt that you will have is that you will not get a raise. Fuck the raise, bro. Fuck the raise. Why? Because in order to get a raise, you have to absolutely bust your ass, okay? Off. So at my previous job, I had one lady who was first working at the same position as I was, okay? But then apparently she was working a lot. She was, showing herself and showing her skills, you know, and then they promoted her into team leader, okay? And then when she got promoted, she indeed got a raise, but that also meant way more responsibility, way longer working hours. She came there before I came and she left after I came, you know? So if you want to have your own business, getting a raise should not be your priority, because that means you will have to work more and longer and have more responsibilities for miserable, let's say, 200 or 300 euros more. It's not fucking worth it, bro. It's not fucking worth it. Then your doubt might also be that you cannot work from home. Well, that's a fucking bummer, okay? So you have two options now. Either you don't do anything at, like, during the work, you know, if you cannot work from home office, you cannot pretend that you are working while you are in the home office, okay? So you have two options: either quit your current job or just do additional work in the morning, okay? And use the weekends to work and basically have zero free time. I'm sorry to say that, but that's how it's supposed to be, okay? If you don't have the luxury of pretending to work from home, then just change the job or quit job, absolutely quit it, and then move back to your parents so that you don't have any costs, okay? That's what I would do. Another doubt is, what if they catch me? So fucking what? They will fire you. And then you can move back to your parents and focus on your own business. No fucking big deal, okay? But if you still don't want that they catch you, then you should do at least bare minimum at work so that they don't notice that you are not fucking working. You know what I'm saying? So regardless what you are doing, do bare minimum and then they will not fire you at all, okay? Nobody in the last 2.5 years of my full-time work, nobody did anything to me. Nobody commented nothing. And I was doing bare minimum. Nobody caught me. Maybe they knew that I'm working bare minimum, but nobody approached me except once. Someone suggested that I work a little bit more, but that's about it. Did I get fired? Not. No. So who gives a fuck, bro? Like, stop caring that much about getting fired. If someone fires you, just move back to your parents and focus on your own business. They will make you a favor if they fire you, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry. Another doubt is, what if my business will not work? Well, it will not work if you have doubts, okay? For example, if you are doubting, yeah, my YouTube channel will not work. That's not true, because those were my first doubts when I started with YouTube channel. I thought that I will not get views, that nobody will watch my videos. But then when I took YouTube videos seriously, that was the time when I was waking up at 5, working before normal fucking job, and then working after I came home. I was getting a lot of views, man. Like, honestly, I was so surprised. I mean, a lot of views for me means around 1,000, 2,000 views altogether, but still that was a lot for me, bro. I was super happy, and that showed me, that proved, that this works. If you put enough work into something, it's going to work, especially if someone did it before you, okay? If someone is doing drop shipping, and if you are genuinely interested in drop shipping, then you are going to succeed as well, bro. Trust me. Okay, so now you know what to do, okay? Do the bare minimum at work and focus on your own business. But if you want to accelerate your own path towards financial freedom, then you should listen to the following slide, okay? Do you want to double your monthly cash flow while you are reducing your risk and being independent from the stock market ups and downs, and also use other people's money to make your own money? Then click the first link in the description. I'm gonna teach you some very powerful investment concept, okay? That is going to absolutely accelerate your investing game. It helped me get financially free significantly faster, and it's gonna get you to the same point as well. Do the hard work, bro, and see you on top of the world.